Joan Bennett Kennedy, the former wife of Senator Ted Kennedy, has passed away at the age of 89. To the world, she was a beautiful socialite, a pianist, and part of America's most famous political family. But behind the smiles, the elegant gowns, and the cameras, her life was a roller coaster of love, heartbreak, scandal, and survival. Today, we're diving deep into the untold story of Joan Kennedy, from fairy tale beginnings to tragedy, addiction, and a life no one fully understood. And trust me, some parts of her story will shock you. Being a Kennedy meant wealth, power, and constant loss. Joan watched her brothers-in-law die, John in 1963, Robert in 1968. Each funeral tore at her soul. She had to smile for the cameras, be strong for Ted, and hide her pain. And then came the night that would haunt her forever. July 18, 1969, Chappaquiddick, Ireland. Ted Kennedy's car went off a bridge. Mary Jo Capetchin drowned. Ted survived, but he waited hours before reporting the accident. The scandal rocked the nation. Headlines screamed. Joan Kennedy? She wasn't there, but the world blamed her too, in whispers. Imagine being married to a man whose mistakes dominate global news and having no one to turn to. She stood by him publicly, but privately, she was crumbling inside. Joan Kennedy's life was far from perfect. She struggled with alcoholism, rehab visits, and public humiliation. The media didn't care about her pain. Every stumble became a headline. Every tear, every relapse was broadcast. Yet she survived. She fought back quietly, finding strength in music and education. She said later, "You have to find yourself, even if the world doesn't care about you." And Joan did. By 1982, after 24 years, Joan and Ted divorced. Finally, freedom, but also loneliness. She rebuilt her life. Master's degree in music education, piano performances, books and lectures about classical music. She transformed from the senator's wife into a woman with her own identity. But the scars remained. The public never fully let her forget the past. Joan spent her last decades quietly in Boston. Her children, Ted Jr. and Patrick, stayed close, guiding her through the struggles of aging and health issues. She rarely gave interviews. The world had moved on. But inside her home, she was still the same, a pianist, a mother, and a survivor. Then on October 8, 2025, Joan Kennedy passed away peacefully at age 89. Joan Kennedy's life was love under impossible pressure, pain hidden behind smiles, courage through addiction and heartbreak. She taught us that even when the world is watching, your inner battles are yours alone. Her story reminds us strength isn't always visible, and survival is a form of triumph. Joan Kennedy wasn't just Ted Kennedy's wife. She was a woman who endured, who survived, and who quietly left a mark on the world. If this story touched you, like, subscribe, and share.